lost some attendees. So we wait for a while because some have to log on again. So we originally have like 20 to 30 people and we lost quite some. Only few on the online now. Let's wait for them. Sorry for the technical problem. Okay, people are joining. Now we're back to normal, right? About 30 on the online. Okay, let's continue. So, uh, so this is about the theme, virtually together. So you will notice that there is a time for a opening time, which is 7 o'clock morning next Monday until the 9 p.m. March 7th. So this is the period of for the event. I'm not sure anyone joining next Monday. I'll be there. Ringna will be there. So if you are doing the want to be the first joining this event, so we will see you at Pet Temple next Monday. And secondly, we want to acknowledge the sponsorship from quite many companies, especially AIA, for mobilizing additional resources to support this virtual event, which is really important in this difficult time for everybody. And of course, Oxfam is having not an easy time, so we are really grateful for all the support from these companies. And for this slide, I want to tell you the most important thing about this event. I say 3 times: important, important, important. It's about safety. It's about self-support. It's about how to use TrailMe. So safety, firstly, because this is a solo event, it's not in a team setting, and there are no checkpoints. There are no medics along the trail, so that we really want you to take care of your own safety. So be safe is above all, okay? And then you need to arrange your own self-support, which is quite different from other trail walker events. So again, you have to well planned, and we will cover this again at later PowerPoints. And the other is using this TrailMe, because we are using this TrailMe, and it's really important that you listen carefully. And if you don't understand, please come to us to ask. That you will download the apps, you register each of the, like if you are doing one goal, you will register for the 100K one goal. If you're doing the multi-goal, you will have to register for section 1, 2, 3, 4 separately. And for each section, you will have a new bib number. So Reina will cover those again later. And also, if you are doing the multi-goals, you can actually do it in whatever sequence you like. Like when we are planning for this event, our team actually do section 4 before in the first attempt, because section 4 is the easiest. And then next week, I think we do the section 3 or 2, and then the final we do section 1. So you can do it in any sequence you like. Okay, if event information, pretty straightforward, that I don't want to go into more details. It's a little bit about the donation. So we keep receiving inquiries from people that they would like to donate for this event. Actually, it's free. It's a free event. But if you would like to raise donation from Oxfam, you can email to us, and then we will try to arrange. And thank you if you're really helping to raise money, because Oxfam is using all this money to help people in need. The route details. So we are actually using the same Oxfam Trailwalker route, same as the one we used in 2018. So we will be starting same at Pak Tam Chung and then ending in Tai Tong of Yuen Long. But instead of going to the Poland Cook Camp, we will end at the Tai Tong barbecue area this time. And also for the later part, please note this trail walker route is different from McLeod Trail in 3 places, major differences. Firstly is the McLeod Trail section 2. It goes around from M031 to M033. But for the Trailwalker, after passing M031, we cut straight to the beach and then straight to the M033, meaning we will not go to M032. Okay, and then for after passing Tai Mo Shan, the highest point, you come down, and then you after passing M152, you walk along the vehicle road, okay, instead of a McLeod, and then you go down to Route Twist, not to Linjie, go down to Route Twist where there is a finish point. And then for the final section, which is the biggest difference, so after passing M174, you go towards a bridge called the Cat Hen Bridge, and then along the Tai Lam Chung Reservoir, and then you go until you reach a cement road, and then you turn right towards Wong Lai Dun and then Tai Tong, and then to finish. So the key point here is you have to follow the Trailwalker route, because there are virtual markers along the Trailwalker route. So if you don't follow our route, then you are not recorded. Okay, so please note these differences. Okay, so for the participation, so you can either do one go, which is very straightforward, Pat Tam Chung and then Yuen Long Tai Tong. Okay, so then you register once only in the TrailMe apps, and then if you do the multi goals, which is option 2, then you have to do the 100K in 4 sections. So all sections has a start place and then a finish place. So for the one goal people, you don't have to how to say, to 理會, don't have to take care of the finish of the other section. You just have to remember your start is Pat Tam Chung and then your finish is Yuen Long Tai Tong. But for the multi-goal person, you have to note the start and the finish point of each section, especially the start point, because you will have to press the start running of the TrailMe apps at the right place. Okay, and then I'll tell you what are the right places later. And then the option 3 is you still have to start at one of the start places, one of the start points, but you can walk whatever distance you want, meaning you can stop anytime. That is the option 3. Okay, this is about the support. We have go around the trail, and then we have asked about the people, about their opening hours, especially during the Chinese New Year. So in all the information are listed here, and then you can study them and make sure you have some buffer supplies with you, because when we do our testing walk, when we come to some places where we expect there will be water refill, but later on we find that there are no water there. So that was a serious lesson that we learned. So that we really want to remind you that for some of the vending machine or those water station that you can pay for the water, they might run out of stock. So do have some buffer with you. So do bring extra supplies with you. And also one reminder here is, because of the COVID thing, the camping site and the barbecue site under the AFCD are still closed. So do not enter those places. Okay. So this is about the support places. Okay, so do study all this information carefully, and these information we have asked them, and these are correct at the time of writing. So when you're doing your walk, your hike during the week, you might have to check again, but we will check from time to time and update you guys. Okay, souvenir, the happy thing. So we will have some, everyone will get an e-cert, and of course those who finish in one go will have a certificate having the time, the finishing time, and everybody will get a towel and then everybody will get a gift pack. But only those who either do one go or multi-go, 100K will get a mask, a very beautiful mask. I will show you. So the tower look like this. It's two-sided. And then the mask look like this. It's a Not Hill brand. It costs like, if you buy from the market, this face mask, it costs, I think, more than $100. But this is not available in the market. It's just for the Oxfam Trailwalker participant, this virtual event. So hope you can finish the 100K and then have your record correctly, and how to say, all the timing record with us, and then we can give out all the souvenirs according to the record. Some health tips is all the routine things, washing hand, have your face mask, everything. I don't go into details. Please study yourself. So the message here is this COVID thing is still going on, and although we are doing this virtual event, we hope you can take care of your own health and try to help each other, and let's how to say, do not cause any inconvenience to other people, I would say. So that's the key message here. So again, a reminder on TrailMe, you have to download the TrailMe apps. And now we have quite a good download, good percentage of people already downloaded. But still, quite some people haven't downloaded this TrailMe apps. Please do it as soon as possible. And also, if you are creating an account in the TrailMe, make sure that you're using the same email that you gave Oxfam. If you're not using the same email, you cannot create an account. You can create an account, but you cannot register for the virtual event. Okay, and also we want you to register either one go or the multi-go for the 4 sections 3 days before you go onto the trail, because we want to be able to know how many people have registered for each event. Okay, so that would be my part tonight for this general introduction. I'll come back on the trail later, and then now I will hand over to Reina to or we'll take some questions first. Do we have questions?
I think we should take them to the end.
Okay. So I have Reina joining me tonight, and I'll hand over the stage to Reina to speak to you about the use of the apps, which is really, really important for the timing recording. So Reina, please. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to this Zoom session. I highly appreciate your invitation from Oxfam and Brenda to bring me in tonight. And I will do my very best to explain everyone the essentials, how to work and how to create an account to make your best experience running with the Oxfam Trailwalker virtually tonight. So So on my agenda for you tonight is to explain you a little bit how to create your TrailMe account, how to register for the event for one of these particular courses or multiple courses, how to start your event when you are at the right place, and how you can enable other people or other people can see you running. Mainly this is good for your supporters, for your family, for your friends, also tracking you all the way and enjoying and engaging you while you are running. And we have a session for Q&A at the end. So as Brenda already said, everything starts, of course, with downloading the app, either out of the Google Play Store or out of the Apple App Store. If you have done so and you have successfully downloaded the app, then you open the app and you will see a sign up screen or the login screen if you already have done the let's say creation before. If you sign up for a new account, you will be asked for some basic information, which will be the nickname, first name, last name, email address, password, and to confirm your password. And we have some tips which are relevant to fill in these information. For example, the nickname needs to be unique and it needs to be at least 5 characters. Of course, the passwords needs to be correct so that we can confirm, and the email address confirm that with your accounts later. When you have done successfully this and submitted that, you will receive an email for your confirmation, which you have and to press the activation link to confirm that this is really your account and it's a standard procedure for some safety and to make sure your account is really correctly activated. It can happen for some cases, and we have the feedback, that this email goes sometimes to your spam account. So if you receive this email not in the first 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, you should be checking your spam account if that email went to this place so that you can activate it. We are asking you also that, and it's a good practice, that when you have successfully created already your account, you prepare your user profiles, your settings. If you go to the user settings, to your user settings in that version, yes, thank you. Then you are asked for your details of your first name, last name, which you have already filled in, but you can add your experience level, and we are asking you also for your mobile number or emergency number, which then can be used already for the registration, or we will ask you these questions during the registration process for the event. If you have settled everything here, you go back to the main screen, which is then the event list, where you scroll down to the original event, Oxfam Trailwalker Virtual Together. If you select the event, you can click into this and you will select your appropriate, your course which you want to register for. Either you go for the one go, the 100 kilometers, or you go step by step for the individual sections, or you already register in one time all the 4 sections if you plan to do so. In each of these processes or steps, we will give you a dedicated virtual BIP number, and we will show you how that works. For example, if you click into Oxfam Virtual 100 kilometers one go, you see all the details for this event, and you press register. You double confirm that this is exactly what you plan to run. And when you confirm, either you have done this already before or it happens at this moment, we will ask you for your personal details and for course-specific details, which are then your gender, your mobile number, your experience level, your gender age group which you select, and the emergency number. If everything is done correctly, you press save, and then the next step, you will receive a virtual BIP number. This is a major step. Congratulations, you have successfully registered for that particular course. Here you stop. You don't press start running, because the start running happens exactly when you are at the physical geographical location at your start place. Then you press start running. This is a good moment to make a note about your BIP number and share this with your friends or family and your supporters so that they can later have a reference to search you and find you for tracking and for watching you. If this message pops up, that could be the case that you really need to go back to the original registration from Oxfam and to clarify your registration. Maybe something went wrong with the email or with the upload of your information into our system. But we have prepared your information inside of TrailMe so that you can go and register. Let's come to some more important points which are relevant, technical points which are relevant to make sure you have a great experience and the technology works smoothly. We have a couple of conditions which you need to consider. The first one is you really need to turn on your Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a technology which is easy and not battery consuming. You need to turn on your GPS and location service. We're not using the satellite function, but we are using location-based services, which helps us to locate your position on the trail. You also need to turn on mobile data, 3G, 4G, 5G. Of course, we have areas where the connectivity or the coverage of network is not as perfect or not given. Then the functionality will, or the app will still continue to work, but it will not synchronize maybe at that moment of being not connected in this 3G or 4G way. But it will synchronize the data later on when the connectivity comes back and you have enough coverage. We also encourage you to disable battery saver, because this battery saver is more or less trying to stop the app in working and save more energy, but we need this to protect the app for being put into a sleeping mode. Some settings also allow a do not disturb mode, and at this time we really want that this function or feature is also disabled, because we want to give you some more information during your run, and it might be overnight or in the evening that you have switched that on, and then we would not be able to alert you. Let's come to the most important point. What happens when you are ready to run, when you are at the starting places where you have selected your course, and when you have selected your course, and when you go to the dedicated places like Paktam Chung or Kailingha, where you really want to start your race or your event. You again select out of the event list your course or your event, and then your course as you have registered, like the Oxfam Trailwalker 100K One Go. And then you enter the race. You enter the race. So that on the right side, yes, that one. If you press this, you come back to your PIP number. And then when everything is ready, when your gears are good, when you have made sure you're really at the start to go, you can press start running. What will happen if you're then at the start place? You will switch to the map, to the geographical view where you are. You should be at the start place, and the display should show you a status saying start. And when you continue on the route, yeah, it switches into a mode called racing. This is showing you are in good shape and we are able to see you, or your friends are able to see you. When you come to the finish place, the app will automatically detect that you are coming to a finish place, either in Taitong, barbecue place, or at any other dedicated stops and finish places. You don't have to do anything. It's automatically detected, and you will receive the status, or you will see the display is changing from running or racing to finished. For safety, and this is another new element of an app, you can press the give up button when you really decide that at this moment you do not want to continue your race, your run. So that will give us an information as a race organizer here, that you really explicitly inform us you discontinue. It helps us to know which people are still continuing on the trail and which people really have left or will leave the trail. If you accidentally press a give up, first of all, we have another question saying, are you really seriously you want to press or give up? If you really then press twice as give up, yes, then you really finish this, and we unfortunately cannot reactivate that explicit race. You have a chance to redo the whole course when you register again and you run again the same course again. Another important benefit of this TrailMe app is that you can share your bib number or your race or the entire event with your family and friends, and they can follow you on the way you're doing your journey. The thing what you do is you do and inform your friends, they download the app and they sign up in the same way. They're creating their account and they go to the live and they find the Trailwalker courses at that time when after the February 8th at 7 o'clock activated, and they just choose the event or the course you are on, and then you go to the ranking button on the right side up and have a search you will have a search or filter functionality where you can search for the bib number of your friend or your teammates, and you have to activate then and switch on the live stream. You can do this for many of these friends and families or colleagues or teammates as you like, to activate them and you follow them then on that geographical map. So we have some technical questions always, and we like you already to take you through the standard questions which we hear from often from you as participant. What happens if there is no signal or if there's a bad reception? As I mentioned, we need the 3G or 4G, but in case of this signal is not available, then the app will continue to track and will synchronize at that moment when the reception is coming back. What happens if my phone runs out of battery? First of all, we recommend to charge your phone upfront to the maximum. Close all the other apps which are normally also battery consuming. And we also recommend, of course, that you might carry a battery charger with you. But if it happens that your phone is off, at that moment, then you will be not tracked. For that particular part, you might be then not visible to others and to your friends. If you have a chance, you can recharge your phone, then it will reactivate your tracking and you continue on your way. Why do I need Bluetooth or Bluetooth locations? We're using a sophisticated new technology with digital markers, and it really ensures that you as a runner are trackable and visible on the trail, and we can get your time and your progress into the mobile, and into the mobile means visible also for others and recordable. What happens if my friend and we both run together, but maybe we are not visible at the same locations? Sometimes it happens that the phones are having different service providers, different network strengths or network connectivity, and they are not synchronized maybe at the same point. But we record the data and we synchronize that in the backend. There is also the feature for notification. Either you get the notifications on your on your phone, even with the standard functionality from phones to be transported to wearable watches like a Garmin or a Suunto. But if you don't like that, or if it's too frequent, you have a choice to go into the app settings, and you can modify and choose from maximum maybe to moderate. We really recommend you to keep the moderate selection instead of the minimal. And you can also turn off the sound if that is too much for you to switch off the sound. The next question is, you will receive an SMS which gives you at the end the finish time and your ranking. Um, you can share this with your friends, but you need to make sure that in the settings, first of all, your mobile number is correct and you have activated this feature to receive your SMS. If you don't receive this, then maybe one reason is you really have not made it up to the finishing point, or you have maybe even press start running, which hopefully does not happen. The last question on this list was or is, I'm planning to join one go, but I might want to rest or make a pause. How does this is recorded? Yes, then it's just a time where we don't track you or your progress. And if you continue, then the tracking is continued and we have more data at that point. So it's obviously very much okay that you make a longer pause or longer break. It's up on your own decision if you need this. But of course, we have a cutoff time, and for each of these legs, you need to stay within the cutoff time to become a finisher. For the last, here are some typical situations which you might encounter. One is when there is no connectivity, we might display at that moment a connection timeout, and it's just a situation which then will be temporary, and you can press OK, and the connectivity will resume. Session can be expired. If you might have not used the app for a long time, then the session is expired. Then, of course, you need to just re-log in with your password and your email. But of course, at that time, you have not recorded then for this period of time your tracking data. There's also a small exclamation mark on the leaderboard, which is a red note that it appears when there is also synchronization, not actualized, but you will be still tracked, and over the time the synchronization will be updated and be actually. I'm coming now to specific phone setting. It's important that you really prepare your phone settings according to, let's say, iPhone, Samsung, LG, Huawei. Any particular phone has different phone settings. So it's very difficult to, in this briefing session, to give you every detail of every phone setting to prepare just instantly. We highly recommend you go to the Oxfam website where these documents are available for download, where you can take your time a little bit and go through this step by step. But I want to give you one or two examples how you can see what are the main parameters you need to consider. As I mentioned, please turn on Bluetooth. Please turn on mobile data. Please turn on location services or GPS. This might be named a little bit different. In iOS, Apple, it's called location services. In other phone brands, it's maybe called GPS. Turn off your battery saving mode. This is also sometimes called differently or titled battery management mode or battery saving mode, app saving situations, or app saving in particular on Android phones. Do not, the do not disturb mode, please also turn off. Let me take you through a typical iPhone setting. You will see in the settings that you can scroll down to the selection of Trail Me. Scroll down in your first view so that you find the Trail Me app. When you go into the Trail Me app, you see a very important parameter which you need to put on is location always. Even when you see sometimes always while using the app, you need to switch into the always mode and not once or while using. There is a parameter which is called always, which you can choose, which is very important that this app functions properly. Like Bluetooth on, background app refresh on, and mobile data on. If you have done so, you also can choose to use the notification function or feature, whatever you like, you switch on, but we recommend you keep this on and you get the sound and the badges to be informed during your race and during your event. I mentioned this, the do not disturb function, otherwise maybe your phone gets into a sleep and a not disturb mode, which we try to avoid during your run. It's like the night shift mode, which we also recommend to switch that off. The phone setting for LG is a little bit different. We have also quite a number of users with LG phones. Here it's called battery and battery saving mode, uh, which you can select. Then you select battery saver and you switch the battery saver off. You do power saving exclusion, which is also a feature from or a parameter from battery. And you will find TrailMe, and you need to switch on TrailMe to be excluded exactly from the saving activities and optimization of the process or of the operating system. Similar, the do not disturb function, you switch off the do not disturb function in an LG phone. We can do the same for Samsung, which is a different naming called device care. We go to the battery, we go to adaptive battery, and later to the second point. Under the adaptive battery, you need to go to the sleeping app step, and you put TrailMe into this list as an add app. You add app if it's not there, and you search for that, and you put this and select this, and you remove that. So that makes sure that your app is not put into the sleeping mode. The apps that won't be put to sleep, you add this exactly on the opposite side. You add TrailMe to the whitelist, you can say, into this list. Also location services, app permission, and TrailMe, and allow only while using the app. You see here the naming and the convention in a different operating system is slightly different from, for example, an iPhone. So you make sure that always allow only while using the app is activated for Samsung phone in the settings here. Huawei, let's step quickly through this. You have also the under settings, the parameter battery. You go into the power saving mode, ultra saving mode, and app launch in similar ways. You choose TrailMe, you switch on the auto launch, secondary launch, and run in background mode options. For the sound, you have the choice. You can make your own choice, but you need to make sure that the do not disturb feature is switched off. Xiaomi, the last phone which we present for the setting, it's called under setting installed apps. You find TrailMe, you go to the auto start, and you put under the allowing apps to auto start may require additional RAM. OK. Under app permission, you switch on all the apps permissions for camera, location is the main thing, phone, and storage. Under other permissions, you tick exactly change to Bluetooth, home screen, show on lock screen, and start in background. The battery saver parameter you put on under no restrictions. I think these were just the main phones which we have seen, but we have prepared more settings under our own homepage or website, but also providing this through the requests coming through Oxfam. So now I think we are coming back to our combined Q&A session, and I invite Brenda to come back, and we are happy to take individual Q&A questions. Let's see which one we have on the screen already.
Tonight we will share.
Let me take the technical question, and you take the course question. I see why we need Bluetooth. Bluetooth is part of a combination to being tracked on the trail, and Bluetooth is in fact really not battery consuming. It is one of the lowest consumer on our phones, and we have made plenty of tests and we have documented this. It's like you have your wearable watch or other devices also, or loudspeakers connected via Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a minimum of battery consumer. I really ensure this.
Mhm. So we actually have a trial walk for a few weeks, and we try out this Bluetooth, and we think the battery runs for like more than 14, 20 hours. So for a 2-year-old phone, we find working. But for those doing one go, I think you really need a battery charger.
Yes, and
From
this
your
is
support team, maybe.
yes, and that is for sure true. We cannot see and foresee your phone quality or your battery quality. You need to judge on your own. Um, and for emergency cases, anyway, it's recommended this. Another question is if I press give up on a section, can I still try that section again on a later day? Yes, that is exactly the case. If you feel tired or for any reason you can't make it to the end, you can press give up and you have even the chance to redo it 2 or 3 or 4 times. Even if you finish that, yeah, you have a chance in the sense from Oxfam that you can redo your course for course or performance optimization.
Yeah, sure. So any other questions? So I think you might feel that this apps is how to say is a bit sophisticated, complicated, and I know it's new. It's new to us too. But our event is called Austrian Trailwalker Retreat Together. So the reason behind choosing this app is really what we want as an organizer. We want to know who are on the trail, and then as a participants, you will be able to know who are in front of you, who are behind you, and then your family and your friends, your colleagues can follow you on the apps.
Yeah.
So all these functions, these features, these benefits are things that we look for in these apps. So really, we hope you can spend some time on understanding it and using it. And I'm sure you will enjoy it because we enjoyed it. And we will have some time learning it. But after the second, the third time, we start to enjoy it.
I see, first of all, one compliment from a person called Martin Matsui. Thank you so much. Yes, the technology works. We have done recently Lunar 2, Lunar 1, Hong Kong 36, and made over hundreds of finishers. Yes, it's a new technology, and we learn every day and we improve every day the technology. Thanks so much. And there's a question saying, all input in English? Yes, yes. So the registration and everything should be in English. That helps also for people who might be not able to understand then the Chinese from some volunteers or helpers. It's a good way to do so. Where in exactly at Pak Tam Chung is the starting point?
Yeah, we will show the exact place in another PowerPoint. But to say in words, in Cantonese 係北潭涌嗰個相見樂園. So it's the same place where we started the traditional trail walker.
Yeah, and we really it's the most obvious place is at the barbecue. Yeah, at the after directly after the gate.
So maybe we can go to that PowerPoint showing the exact places where you should press the start running. Okay. So imagine you've done all the download and register the event in the app server, and then you like if you are starting coming Monday, and then I don't know. Can I show this bit? So we have designed. I don't know if you see this. You see this? This is a bit that we designed it for the multi-goal people, and then it will set on it the section here. So we will put it available on the website, and then you download the right bib for the section that you are doing on that day, and then you fill in your bib number. Okay, so we'll put all these available on the website. So assuming you are doing this virtual event coming Monday, for example, and then please print out the bib and then carry with you so that you know each other. Hey, we are all Oxfam Trailwalker. So I'll go through the places. So if you are doing one go, so and then it's Pet Tam Chong and then to Yunnan, that's it, 48 hours. So where in Pet Tam Chong is here. The next slide. Okay, it's here. The user place is where we started Trailwalker. So you have to like stand in front or nearby this area, and then you have your phone setting, and then the reminder here is you have to go to toilet and then fix everything, your gear ready, your phone setting okay, everything ready, and then you are about to start, and then you are ready, and then you start running. So after pressing start running, and then you go further, and then you will be checked. As Rainer said, after pressing start running for some time, and then when you pass the beginning markers, and then it will say racing.
Racing,
right?
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So the reminder here is stand around this area and then press start running. And then again, we remind everything. You have the Bluetooth, your location service, turn on your data, disable the battery saver, and then disable the do not disturb mode. All these are the important settings
Yes.
that you must check.
And it will be probably likely that on the main starting days, yeah, that people from Oxfam or from Trailme will be even there to guide you in case of any other questions you have.
Yeah. And we will try to have a helpline on the day, so we'll communicate about that helpline number later. Okay, so for the one go per people, you go straight to this Tai Tong. So again, there is a map board around here. So you don't have to do anything. The apps will record your finishing time, and then a message will be sent to your phone.
Correct.
So that's it. Okay, and if you are interested, we will actually put up some how to say photo taking background props around the kiosk, not far away from here. You can borrow those photo props to take photo for the event. Okay, so we'll show all these at our Facebook later.
Yes, we would be happy if we see all these finisher photos on Facebook.
Yeah, so that is for the one go person. So although this one go is available, but personally, as an organizer for Trailwalker for so many years, I personally don't really recommend to do one go. But if you really go for this, please do have your support team well arranged and make sure that they are committed to support you along the 100K. Okay, for the multi-goal people, you have to register in the apps for 4 times, and then remember each section has a time limit. So after pressing the start running, please make sure that you finish within the time limit. So the section 1 is set 17 hours, section 2 14, section 3 10 hours, and section 4 7 hours.
And there was a question asking if they can upfront register all 4 sections. Yes, either you do it one by one, or you can already create your registration all together. You will have 4 bib numbers immediately.
Yeah, and you don't have to follow this sequence. You don't have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do 4 first, which is the easiest section. Okay, like what we did 2 weeks ago. And then you can do 2 again, and then 3, 1, whatever sequence you like. Okay, and every section will have a start point and a finish point. So for those doing this multi-goal, please ensure that you go to the right start point at each section. For the finish, the apps will track you automatically. And then for the choose your own adventure people, you just register the same as the multi-goal participants in the app, and then you start at the designated start place, and then you stop anywhere because you choose your own adventure. So at the first section, the beginning is the same as the one goal. It's here the same, okay? And then remember, you start around this area, you stand around this area, you press start running here. You must press start running. If not, there will be no record of your hike, okay? And then the finish point is here. So be familiar to you, right? The Sai Sha Road, Kelang Ha. So you just pass by, and then it will automatically record it, and an SMS message will be sent to your phone. And for the section two starting point is here. It's here. It's still Kelang Ha. It's still Kelang Ha. It's still Sai Sha Road, but you have to walk past the road and then go up to this area, which is the start point of section 2. Okay, so you have to be around this area, and then again press start running. Okay, so like if you on that day originally you only plan to do a section run, meaning from Pak Tam Chong to Kelang Ha to Sai Sha Road, and then your original plan is you will go back home, but later on you feel that you can continue to section 2. The reminder here is you must press start running again, right?
Yes,
for
yes.
section 2. You know what I mean? So this is really important. If you just continue without pressing start running at this start point of section 2,
We don't know
not recorded.
Yes.
Okay, and then you just
need to do it again.
Yeah, waste your effort. Okay, this is really important. So this is start point of section 2. And then one reminder here is for the Trailwalker, we go into the gateway camp. But for this event, no, you have to follow the Macleod Trail, follow the sign, okay? And then the finish of section 2 is here. End of Macleod section 5. You will see this board. Again, you don't have to do anything. You will be finished automatically, okay? And then section 3, the beginning is Typo Road Public Toilet, which is across Typo Road, which is
use the bridge.
Yeah, use the bridge, please. Use the bridge, which is the official Macleod Trail. So again, there is a map board. You start there, you press start running, okay? And then you go, and then you will go to finish. Finish is here. Entrance of the Rotary car park, okay? So when you come down Tai Mo Shan and then you walk along or you run along the Tai Mo Shan Road, and then don't go to Lin Zhe yet. You finish here first, okay? Or if you don't mind about the time, you can go to Lin Zhe and have some drinks and noodles, snacks, whatever. You have to come down along the road to here to finish. If not, you are not finishing, okay? You don't come down from the original Macleod Trail. Okay, this is the finish of section 3. Start of section 4 is beginning of Macleod Trail section 9 is here. Okay, again you cross the road twist. You cross the road twist to see this map board again, and then again you start running. Okay, and then of course before that you check everything. You go to toilet, and then you press start running, and then again you will end in Tai Tom Barbecue area, and that's it. So I think another reminder is like at Lin Zhe, at the Tai Mo Shan here around here at the kiosk. We have some photo props you can borrow. You can take some photos. And then we try to put as many as possible at those kiosks, like at Zhengshan we have some, at Saiwan Village we have some. So all this information we will share later in the Facebook, and we will, of course we will email to the participants as well. I think that is about the trail. Yeah, happy trail walking for a better world. So any question? Do we have question? So we can register now and run anytime within. Uh,
Yes, that's correct. So you can register right now in the app, and you will see yourself in a mode where you have the bib number, and you can start at
next Monday, 7
7 o'clock,
o'clock.
7 o'clock, and you need to finish on the 7th by 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. I have registered for multi. Can I walk the whole journey in one go? The differences between one go and multi is for one go, we will show the timing, the finishing time in the certificate, but for the multi go, we will not show. So if you now made up your mind to change to one go, I think they will have. He already registered multi, so he also registered.
You
one
can
go.
do and switch to the one go and needs to register for the one go, and just doing that. But he should then probably not switch both, right? One time doing this and one time doing that. He needs to have a for the one go, of course, then doing it in one go.
Yeah. So any more questions? Normal. So for this one go, multi go things, we actually would recommend you to make up your mind, because doing one go is no kidding. So if you're doing one go, it requires a lot more preparation, especially when you need people to support you. Because during the night time, and especially we have the Chinese New Year holiday coming, so all those kiosks and stores might not be opening. So you really have to make up your mind before starting. But for the registration, yes, you can register for one go and multi go. But for the actual walking, you have to really make up your mind. And we would say you better also make up your mind before registering, so that we know how many are doing one go and how many are doing the multi go. Because what we plan to do is, when we have the data, we might be calling up the stores along the trail to inform them the number of people on that day, so that they get prepared. So that is
or keep a little bit longer open, because for the next hour still runners and racers coming in.
Yeah, and that is our intention of using this. That is our consideration of using this this apps as well. So, are there any helpline for assistance over phone during the race days? We'll have a line for inquiries, and we will think mostly question is about the apps, the phone setting. But unlike Trailwalker, we are not providing any sort of medic or even rescue. We are not able to do that this time. But we will have that phone number available. We are still working on that. We will try to have a phone number that people can call up and ask during at least during daytime, even along Sundays, weekends, Chinese New Year. We try to work that out. We are still working out.
Also, email will be available.
Yeah. But we will try to have a phone line available, because that will be quicker. Okay. Any more questions? Good. So we have quite good attendance tonight. Great. So we'll have tonight's briefing uploaded on the web, and then we will have all this information and upload to the web and an email to you coming days. And hope everything will be very smooth, and we all have a good day. Does it have to be 3 days in advance? We highly recommend that.
It's a recommendation. It helps us to get the volume, the estimations, and the preparation. And in any technical case, we can help and sort that out. But it's not a must. It's not a no? So the technology or the system and the setup allows more or less last minute instant registration.
Theoretically,
But we
you,
don't want to, let's say, promote that. Right? We want to have it
theoretically, you can register before you press start running.
exactly.
But we don't want you to be in that headache,
Panic and last minute mode.
We want you to be very relaxed, everything well prepared, and have your bid number, and then you can inform everybody, and then you can have them joining you virtually.
And you can do this at home with you have your Wi-Fi, and every connectivity is much more stable and easier maybe.
So don't take this lightly, this virtual trail walker lightly. Our team have done our test walk for consecutive weekends, days, and we thought it's not easy when you walk consecutively in the during the week. So it's so tired, and it requires commitment. So even you're doing multi-goal, it's not easy, I tell you, because Hong Kong people are so easy, and then we have family commitments. But we thought it's good. Although we cannot have a physical trail walker, we have this virtual one, and then we have a sense of togetherness. We are still together.
And let me maybe add, which we have not so emphasized, is the beauty of all this technology is also that you have more or less an instant ranking and an instant leaderboard, right? You don't have to wait 4 weeks until to see your daily results. So of course, someone after you in the last days might beat you from your rank in having a better overall performance. But during the race or during the whole period, we offer an instant ranking of your performance versus the others who have done the race. So, and even if you see later maybe your performance wasn't good and you want to challenge your friends or your colleagues, you are allowed to redo it. So it's really a competitive environment still for some people.
Thank you. Some people say many thanks to Oxfam speakers. We want to say many thanks to you all participants.
Exactly. And we want to see you all finishing. It's most important. We want to see you all finishing.
Okay, so if we don't have further information, and then I think we will end the briefing tonight.
But if there's anything left, we receive this by email. We are happy to answer any of your further questions by email in the next days or whenever it's needed.
Yeah. So we will upload the bits tomorrow. Please make sure if you want to print them out, and then you print them out. Already the bits already available on our website. So and then anytime you can email us otwinfo@oxfam.org.hk. Okay. Any more? I think that's it. That's about it. Perfect.
Thank you so much. Great. Thank you everyone on the call and the Zoom. Safe journey. Stay safe. And we all see you coming Monday in Pak Tam Chung.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. I'll be there.
Me too.
Okay, bye-bye. Good night.
Good night, everyone.